The First Law is the world's first robot built to intentionally inflict pain on people. The name is a reference to one of 3 laws of robotics devised by science fiction writer Isaac Asimov. The first states that a robot may not injure a human being or, through an action, allow a human being to be harmed. This bot challenges that notion. It has a metal arm fitted with a diabetes needle, and it's programmed to decide randomly whether to give your finger a nasty prick. But is there a purpose to this diabolical bot other than making you reach for a Band-Aid? I met with its creator, artist and roboticist Alexander Rybin, at his lab in Berkeley to find out. He said the First Law was a simple way to spark a complex discussion.
There's been a lot of thought around this idea around killer robots or robots that hurt people, but there haven't really been any physical manifestations of what they are. Once you actually make a physical object that exists in the real world, people have to confront it in a different way. So a lot of the art that I do is, some of it's sort of bringing what we can see in the future a little bit sooner so people can try it out now and have thoughts about what it may mean.
Rybin is talking about artificial intelligence, and the relationship will inevitably form with them when they start to think more for themselves. It's a theme that he's explored in many other of his works. Take, for example, these Blab droids, which may be the world's first robot documentary filmmakers. Built to be cute and approachable, the droids have an interesting effect on people.
I was finding that people were answering these very difficult questions very truthfully. So there was an interesting openness people started having with this robot, which became very intriguing.
When do you feel the most nervous?
Before the show. Just a few minutes before the show.
If you died tomorrow, what would you regret the most?
I switched out her shampoo for a Nair hair remover when she wasn't looking, and clumps of her hair fell out.
If there was no money and no law, what would be the first thing you would do?
Probably find a weapon.
Heroin. I would go and steal some money.
If you could give someone any gift, what would it be?
I would give my mother the gift of not worrying about me before she dies.
Another project in the works? A knife-wielding robot that mimics the symptoms of a person who has violent mood swings. Compared to the Blab droids, this contraption looks menacing, but Rybin says that was intentional.
As we have robots in our house and people give them names and want to talk to them and interact with them, not all of them are going to have faces and arms and things that we view as human, but we're still going to form these bonds with them. So I wanted to explore what these bonds might mean in robots that weren't initially made for social interaction.
You're a good robot, so I took you to the latest.
As for the future of AI, Rybin sees 3 possibilities. A utopia where robots prevent car crashes and surgical errors, a world where humans and technology become inseparable, and the third, well, Terminator pretty much sums it up. Guess we'll just have to wait and see what the future holds. But if robots do end up taking over the world, I hope they're half as fun as this guy.
Do you know any cool dance move? I'll put on some music so you can rock out.